There's something fascinating about the power of the brain, isn't there? The way it shapes who we are, how we act, and even what we achieve. But here's something that most people overlook. Your brain is also influencing your financial life in ways you probably haven't imagined. Think of those moments when money seemed to disappear faster than you could hold on to it, or times when opportunities seemed just out of reach no matter how hard you tried. What if there was a hidden link between your brain's wiring and the money you're able to attract into your life? Imagine sitting down, looking over your goals, and finally feeling that something shifted. Suddenly, the possibilities open up, and what felt impossible becomes within your grasp. That's what understanding this hidden brain link is about. Unlocking the potential that your own mind has to connect you with the wealth and success you've been striving for. And I'm not talking about some think positively and money will come idea. This is about rewiring the way your brain perceives money, opportunity, and your role in it all. We're going to dive deep. This connection isn't just a surface-level mindset change. Instead, it's about uncovering the very structure of how your brain manages fear, ambition, self-worth, and abundance. By understanding these mechanisms, you'll learn how to retrain your brain to support your goals rather than letting old patterns hold you back. It's almost like having a hidden money compass guiding you, if only you know how to switch it on. If you're ready to explore a side of money and success that rarely gets talked about, this is where it all begins. Hi, I'm Elias Gray, and I'm here as your friend, not a guru, to help you gain, keep, and truly align with the frequency of money. What if I told you that your brain holds a hidden blueprint for wealth, already influencing every money decision you make? For years, neuroscientists have studied how our brains process not only basic survival needs, but also complex desires like wealth, security, and success. The brain doesn't see money as paper or numbers. It sees it as security, freedom, and even social acceptance. And here's where things get interesting. Our brain creates a mental map or blueprint for what it believes we deserve or are capable of achieving financially. This means that how you view money and success right now is largely based on this mental blueprint formed by past experiences, environment, and beliefs you may not even remember. Let's look at an example from my own life. For years, I noticed I'd hit a ceiling, whether it was in business earnings or saving goals. No matter what I did, I couldn't seem to break through. Turns out, I had these limiting beliefs from early on, beliefs I picked up as a kid without even realizing it. My parents worked hard but often spoke of money as something that only came through struggle. So my brain had created a blueprint where money equaled effort and hardship. Sound familiar? A lot of us carry this around, and we don't even realize it. Now think about it. How many people grow up hearing phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that? These words might seem small, but they shape a framework for how our brains perceive money. They tell us what's normal, and as a result, our brain creates limits around wealth, tying it to these early beliefs. Without us knowing, this blueprint can become a roadblock, leading us to make decisions that don't maximize our financial potential. It's like driving toward wealth with a built-in speed limit that you don't know exists. Here's where the magic happens. By recognizing this mental blueprint, you can begin to shift it. You start to see that your brain, amazing as it is, can sometimes work against you. The beliefs we've internalized become almost like a script that runs in the background, telling us that we can only achieve so much or that certain things are out of reach. But just because this script has been there for a long time doesn't mean it can't be changed. Imagine feeling free from those limits, looking at opportunities without that mental restriction telling you, that's too much, or that's not for me. This is what happens when you begin to uncover your brain's wealth blueprint and challenge those old, ingrained beliefs. And the best part, small changes can have a huge impact. Studies have shown that even a few minutes a day spent visualizing success and practicing gratitude for financial progress can help rewire the brain's response to money. When you shift your focus from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, the brain starts creating new connections. It's like flipping a switch, encouraging you to act from a place of confidence and possibility rather than fear and limitation. To put it into action, try this simple exercise. Each morning, close your eyes for a minute and visualize yourself in a scenario where you've already achieved your financial goals. Picture how it feels, who's around you, and what opportunities are open to you. This daily reprogramming teaches the brain to embrace a higher vision of your financial reality, slowly transforming that old blueprint into one that allows for growth and abundance. So, are you ready to let go of the old blueprint and start building one that actually serves your dreams? Most of us carry around an invisible money story without even knowing it. This story is made up of the beliefs, emotions, and memories we associate with money, all woven together from things we've experienced, heard, or believed over the years. And here's the kicker: our money story can affect every financial decision we make. Think about it as the script your brain keeps replaying whenever you make decisions involving money, whether it's about spending, saving, investing, or even dreaming of what's possible. This story can either lift you up or keep you stuck in the same financial place, year after year. Let me give you an example. My friend Julie and I grew up in different environments, and it's interesting how our money stories formed from those early experiences. Julie's parents were savers, planners, always focused on long-term security, which led her to believe that financial success required caution and careful saving above all else. On the other hand, I grew up with parents who were all about seizing opportunities as they came, and they weren't afraid to spend to improve their quality of life. My brain picked up this idea that taking financial risks was normal and even exciting. The funny part? As adults, Julie's tendency was to avoid spending money, even on things that could bring long-term value, while I tended to invest and take risks, sometimes a little too eagerly. Our early money stories shape these tendencies, often without us realizing it. So, what does your money story look like? For some, it might be rooted in scarcity, where they always feel like there's never enough, even when they're doing fine. For others, the story might be one of avoidance, where they dread looking at bills or managing money because it brings up feelings of stress or guilt. Then there are those who carry a story of effort equals reward, where they only feel they deserve money if they've worked themselves to exhaustion. Sound familiar? The good news is, no matter what your story is, you have the power to rewrite it. It starts with recognizing that this story isn't set in stone. Just because you believed something about money in the past doesn't mean you have to keep believing it. One way to start rewriting your money story is by challenging these long-held beliefs. For instance, if you believe that money only comes with hard work, you could challenge yourself to consider times when you received money or opportunities without struggling. Maybe a raise came unexpectedly, or an investment paid off without constant worry. These moments are evidence that your story isn't the only truth. Another powerful tool is reframing your self-talk around money. Let's say your money story includes the belief, "I'm not good with money." Every time you catch yourself thinking that, try to shift it into a statement that's empowering, like, "I'm learning more about managing money every day," or "I'm getting better at making smart financial choices." This shift may sound small, but over time, it rewires your brain's automatic responses and creates new patterns that are healthier and more supportive of your goals. Here's an exercise you can try today. Take a few minutes to write down your current money story. Be honest with yourself. Write down any recurring beliefs, memories, or emotions that come up when you think about money. Once you've identified these, pick one belief to challenge this week. Just one. If your story includes, "I'll never have enough," try replacing that with, "There's always an opportunity for more." Make this new statement a daily affirmation and notice how your mindset begins to shift over time. What's amazing is that as you start reshaping your money story, you might notice other areas of your life shifting too. Money is closely tied to self-worth, personal goals, and even our sense of freedom. As you release old, limiting beliefs, you're not just opening doors for financial gain, you're opening doors to personal growth and new possibilities. It's like giving your mind a green light to explore, take risks, and believe in more. So, ready to start rewriting? Let's clear the slate and build a money story that actually supports your dreams. Imagine for a moment that there's a switch in your brain specifically designed to allow abundance into your life. Now, abundance doesn't just mean money. It's an entire mindset where you believe that resources like time, opportunities, and yes, money are available to you in plenty. Most people, however, operate with this switch dimmed, living in what's called a scarcity mindset, where they feel like there's never enough. This mindset might seem harmless, but it can actually limit your ability to see and act on opportunities. So, how can we flip that abundance switch? To start, it's essential to understand how scarcity thinking works in the brain. When we believe that something, be it money, time, or support, is limited, our brain goes into survival mode. It focuses on conserving, protecting, and even fearing loss. This might mean you're hesitant to invest in yourself or pass up opportunities that feel risky, even if they can help you grow. Now, I've been there myself. There were times when I hesitated on decisions, questioning if I had enough resources or time. Looking back, I realized it was scarcity thinking holding me back. Once I learned to approach decisions from a place of abundance, everything shifted. One major way to activate abundance thinking is through gratitude. It might sound cliché, but gratitude literally rewires the brain. When you focus on what you have, you're reinforcing to your mind that there's enough, that you're not in danger of running out. And from that place of abundance, the brain starts to look for more opportunities instead of focusing on limitations. Even something as simple as taking 5 minutes each day to list what you're thankful for can begin to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. A personal example: I made it a habit to reflect on small things, whether it's a good conversation, a productive day, or even just a warm coffee in the morning. It might seem minor, but each day I'm telling my brain that I have plenty, I'm taken care of, and that good things are all around. Over time, this changed how I approach finances, career, and even relationships. I became more open to saying yes to things I might have passed up before, and that led to some pretty amazing new opportunities. This is the power of gratitude in action. Another key is to surround yourself with reminders of abundance. This could be people, books, or even the media you consume. When you're around people who believe in possibility and growth, it reinforces that mindset within you. I remember a time when I was working on a new project, feeling uncertain if it would succeed. But then I talked to a close friend who has this strong abundance mindset. They reminded me of all the times I'd succeeded before and encouraged me to think bigger. It was like a dose of abundance that snapped me out of scarcity thinking and helped me approach the project with new energy. Finally, embrace opportunities for growth, even if they stretch you a bit. If there's one thing that really flips the abundance switch, it's taking action. Saying yes to growth-oriented opportunities, even if they feel a bit intimidating, signals to your brain that you're capable of more, that there's enough space and time for you to succeed. This can be as simple as signing up for a class, reaching out for a mentorship opportunity, or investing in something that you know will have a positive impact. Think of it as making small deposits into your abundance mindset. So here's an exercise you can try today. Think of one action you can take that stretches your comfort zone and aligns with abundance. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe it's signing up for that seminar you've been interested in, or starting a savings account with even a small amount. Whatever it is, see it as a step toward activating abundance in your life. The key here is to keep reinforcing this abundant mindset. Little by little, these small actions start to add up. Over time, you'll find yourself approaching challenges with more confidence, noticing opportunities where others see obstacles, and building a financial life that reflects your best vision. When you approach the world with a belief that there's enough time, enough opportunities, enough resources, your brain shifts from survival mode to growth mode. And that, in essence, is the real abundance switch. Are you ready to flip that switch and see where it leads? Think about this journey we've just taken, uncovering the brain's blueprint for wealth, rewriting your money story, and finally unlocking the abundance switch. Each of these elements is part of a mindset that can take you beyond the limits you might not even realize are there. When you understand the way your brain shapes your approach to money, you give yourself the power to rewrite old narratives, letting go of beliefs that keep you from the financial freedom you deserve. Remember, rewiring your mind for abundance isn't about a one-time change. It's a journey of small, consistent shifts. Picture your life a year from now, filled with opportunities you're ready to grab, financial goals you're able to reach, and an unshakable confidence in your ability to create abundance. That's the potential we're unlocking here. So if you're ready for more insights like these, don't miss out on the upcoming content I'll be sharing. I promise, this is just the beginning of what's possible. And if you felt inspired or have insights to share, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, here you become a money manifestor.